beaders. Hello, everybody. It is December 1st and it's Cyber Monday, believe it or not. It is officially Cyber Monday. And you know, we've been having Black Friday month, Black Friday weekend, and we're all ready to Cyber Monday. And I don't know about you, but I can't believe we're here. So we are officially in the countdown to Christmas, and we are well on our way in December. So yeah, here we are. Good morning, Monica. Thank you for being here. So welcome. I'm Deb Floros. This is Designing with Deb, my Monday show here at artbeads.com/live. And I have a lot to tell you today. We have a lot to do today. And we always like to get together Monday mornings and hang out, do a little chit chat, do a little shopping, do a little idea sharing. So I welcome you if you are joining for the first time, and welcome back to all of the serious art beaters. I'm so grateful that you're all here. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who's popping on. Connie is here. Hi, Michelle. She says it's a frosty morning. Francie and KC is here. BJ is here. Jan T from Shoei, Montana. Kara is here. Michelle is here from New York. Lou is here. Monique Daly, good morning. Thank you guys for coming on. Kelly T, good morning. So I've got to tell you all the things that are going on. So there's a lot. I mean, Cyber Monday's a big deal. So we've got some big deals to share with you at artbeads.com. So let me give you the lowdown. Whew, let me take a breath. I have notes because there's a lot. So first of all, the Cyber Monday sale is up to 75% off site-wide. So all the things site-wide up to 75% off. I've been popping around seeing the deals. They're pretty good. So hard to pass up all of the fun things that are available. And today only you get free shipping. So that is pretty exciting. You know, I'm always going to endorse free shipping. I heart free shipping. That's one of my favorite things. And there are also some amazing like deal of the week type deals. So the Bead Llama kits, you guys may remember those. They are designed for those that just want to get started jewelry making. Everything is included, including tools. That kit is down from $129 to $75. There's also a version without tools. That one went down from $69 to $45 for this sale. So if you need a kit for a gift, it's an amazing pop a bow on it kind of a gift. Give the gift of jewelry making to a friend or to a family member or to yourself, because there's so many great things in those kits. Whether you pick up the one with tools or not, it's just great to have because there's so many good quality things in those kits. Also, the Comfort Loom is $5 off. And if you watched my show on Friday, I did some weird, like fun embellishing on a loom piece. If you want to go back and watch the replay, just go to artbeads.com/live. You can watch all the shows on replay. You can do like a binge watch day and just watch all of the shows on replay. There is also a deal on the Wish Kit #1, and I don't have that handy, but it is one of those Toho seed bead kits with all of the beautiful colors. That one is 50% off. So the ladies are going to pop all of those great deal of the week items into the shopping bag for you. So if you want to go and get the specifications on them, you can do that at any point during the show. And that's an important point. You can shop the show. If you're watching at artbeads.com/live, there is a shopping bag icon. You can click on that at any time. I don't go away. I just get smaller on the screen. So you can still hear me and see me throughout the course of the show. And you can start to take things and put them into your shopping cart. You can even check out while you watch. I don't go away. And if I do somehow go away, we get disconnected, just go back to artbeads.com. I'll probably pop up on the screen, or you can click on the live icon and you'll find the video there. So I think I covered it. Cyber Monday, up to 75% off site-wide, free shipping today only, and some deals on the Bead Llama kits, the Wish kit, and the Comfort Loom. So many great deals to be had. If you're watching at YouTube or Facebook, come on over. It's a little bit easier to get to the shopping, and it's a little bit easier to chat with all of us. We can't see your comments live, unfortunately. So let's see who else is here. I saw a few others pop on. LJ Hill is here. Hi, LJ. Kathleen, thank you so much. I just didn't curl it this morning. A little bit of Monday tiredness for me. Jane in Long Island is here. Cheryl is here. Good morning. Bobby, good morning. So many deals this holiday season, Michelle. You are so right. So today's show is a bit of a shopping show. So I thought today we would, maybe start our note to Santa if you haven't already done that. So I'm going to flip my camera down. I'm going to show you. Here's my list to Santa. So I want beads, I want tools, I want pendants, and I want a whole bunch of other things to make jewelry with. So this is my list to Santa, and Santa may or may not have left his hat here. So he's going to be coming back here anyway for his hat. So we are hopeful that he will bring us lots of fun things this year for jewelry making. So I'm going to start this show with something fun. I haven't launched anything new in a while. And our good friend Megan, Mixmaster Megan, the wizard, and her team have a brand new product that has dropped. And this one, I think you guys are really going to love. So these are some really cool bead soup mixes, and these are now live and available. I'm just going to put them, they're all in the package. I'm going to open these up, but these are amazing. So these are our little poly bags, our plastic bags that we have been putting our beads in. And there are some really fun bead soup mixes here. These are so incredibly cool. When I opened up the box and found these in my box, I squealed because these are all really cool bead soups. So they are not strands of beads. They are all beads that are stirred up like soup. Let's do some warming up with some soup this morning or this afternoon, wherever you might be watching. And let's open this one up first. So I thought this was beautiful for the holiday. This is called Enchanted Garden. And this is really, really gorgeous. So this is what you'll get. So you'll get this whole pile of beautiful beads. And there are lots of beautiful greens in this one. So this to me looks like a little bit of a hurricane glass kind of a bead. Has a slight bit of a table cut to it. And that is gorgeous. We've got these little flat coins that have a little bit of, design in them. There are amazing little rondelles that are faceted and beautiful. And look at these little flowers. So beautiful. We love our flowers around here. So this is just a gorgeous bead soup. And if you, oh, look, we can make a little Christmas tree here. Oh my gosh, I just saw it. Look at the little Christmas tree we just made. Oh my goodness. Isn't that great? So this is something you can get under your tree. This is so lovely. I'm crazy about these bead soups because you can take them and create a Christmas tree. You can create something with them together, or you can get just what you need out of them. So these are the kinds of things that if you have them in your craft room or in your jewelry room or your bead room, you can just grab what you need. Maybe you just need a cool little green rondelle. You've got it, and you can just grab it and go. This one, oh my goodness, this is called Lunar Witch, and I'm opening these up for the first time, you guys. I have, obviously peered through the package, but this is really cool. So this is, I'm going to just pour some out here. So this is a cool, like lavender, white. There's some blacks in here. There's some of my favorite beads. These beads make butterflies. These are these little crescent shaped beads. They have an AB finish on them partially. And then there are some tri-cuts here. Super, super cool. Some white rounds. There's these cool like hex beads that are like a tube shape that have some AB finish. There are some like pony shaped beads. Like I think these are also like a 6/0. And there is almost like a little hurricane glass round. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. Beautiful combination. And I still have more in the package here. Just love this combination. So if you're digging the purples this time of year, there's pretty purples in here to work with. I'm always looking for a nice white bead to work with. That nice white round is perfect if you just need a little bit of white. They almost look like little snowballs, right? Very, very cool. Oh, and one got away. Let's pop that back in our bag. And there are a few more here we're going to take a look at. I think this might be my favorite. This one is called Tropical Citrus. And Mixmaster Megan I must have been channeling to her the day that she was putting this together, like channeling my thoughts about beads, because this is such a lovely combination. So first of all, there are these carved rose beads, and these are big ones. So most of the time when you see those beads, they're a smaller size. So these are lovely, and they're kind of a multicolored purple, lavender kind of colors. Then you've got these little flat squares, a couple different colors. This one is a very light lavender, and this one is like all of the shades of a sunset. So those are gorgeous. Then you've got some really cool bronzy fire polish. Very pretty. You've got some yellow, are these? Oh yeah, these are top drilled yellow lentils. Super fun for all kinds of creating. Look at these guys. Super pretty. Kat says she wishes she could just buy the purple rose beads. Maybe Megan can make that happen. Maybe we can make a note for her. And maybe Michelle can let her know that's something that folks might be interested in. These are some nice little, like transparent rounds. So here's the full bag of these. This is a beautiful bead soup. I think I even missed one, this guy. That is gorgeous. That's a shade of sunset that I love. So beautiful beads here. And again, a bead soup is great if you want to work with it all together, or you just want some bronzy fire polish or some yellow lentils, some roses. That one is cool. That one again is called Tropical Citrus. Now, where are my blue girls? This one is called Arctic Ice Flow. And ooh, yes, that is the perfect name for this one. This is so fabulous. Oh my gosh, the shades of blue here are divine. So first of all, right off the bat, look at these fun shapes. So, you can have an Arctic leaf, an Arctic shell. These are gorgeous check glass beads. I forgot to mention that too. These are all check glass beads, you guys. We've got crescents, And remember, I like to make butterflies with my crescents. So I like to take my 2 crescents, back them up, put a seed bead in between, and you've got an instant butterfly. These little pillow beads are so pretty, shades of blue and white. There are also some frosty AB crescents. And some little, these are like a tri-cut pinch kind of bead. These are so luminous and gorgeous. I love them. Hey, Monica. I hope everybody's having a great Cyber Monday so far. So love, love, love this blue one. Again, this is called Arctic Ice Flow. These are brand new, you guys. Bead soup. Everybody loves a bead soup. Drop these into your, into your trays that you have at home for jewelry making, or your containers that you use, and grab what beads you need. This is Hearthside. Okay, this actually might be my favorite. I don't know. This is giving Tropical Citrus a run for its money. Mixmaster Megan and her team have been making some magic with these bead soup mixes, and I'm not sure I can get this one open. Here we go. They're very secure. So look at this one, you guys. This is so warm and does look like something, that should be described as Hearthside. So there are some amazing table cuts. These are black with a bronzy finish around the edges. So gorgeous. I love the table cuts. Some nice big rounds. These look like a gemstone. They're gorgeous. They're a beautiful, like smoky color, like smoky quartz. There are some really cool table cuts that have a Picasso finish on them. They're in a little bit of a triangle shape. We've got some clovers with a luster finish. We've got some beautiful neutral rounds. Look at these. These are so cool. These are like a black and white fire polish. I've never seen these before. They've got like some organic stripes on them. These are little gray cubes. I'm dying. Oh my gosh. Those are adorable. And red, like deep red rounds. There's even some shells in here, like a dark shell. This has like a bit of a red wash on it. And then look at this fire polish bead. This is a gorgeous fire polish bead. This is jammed with some cool beads. Ooh, and there's even some little like tube beads that have like hex tubes. So this is fantastic. Oh, and these, look at that. That is an amazing finish on this bead. So this is Hearthside. These are all brand new bead soups that Mixmaster Megan and her team have put together for us. This is creativity in a bag right here. This right here, lots of creativity. I'd love to see what you serious art beaters are going to make with some of these bead soup mixes. They are fantastic. So those are new today. I want to make sure that you see those and can get your hands on those. They are limited stock. So, yeah, they're warehouse finds. Some of them are vintage, and I think you guys, these are all kind of right up your alley. So, today I've got more picks for you for Santa's list. So if you're making a list for yourself or someone else, I'm going to show you some gift ideas. So this is a clearance item. And this is what we call a bead funnel tray with bead mat. So this kind of fits in my hand. This is great for working on in a compact space, or on a project where you have a certain number of beads and you want them contained and not rolling around. And then you want the ability to pour them out when you're done. So I'm going to attempt to show you this. So I'm going to use these beads, which are also in the show today. These are incredible. These are great beads to get into your stash. You can use these to work with your bead soup. These are true to check fire polish faceted micro beads. They are 2 by 3 millimeter. And these are a nice bright copper color. It's like a little faceted rondelle that is smaller than what you would normally see for a rondelle. And it's just to get a little bit of, a little bit of metallic, a little bit of texture into your design. They are great spacer beads, Laura. I love them. So you would twist off your top. So if you're working on something and you put these into your little bead funnel, let's see if I get, look at that. I've never used one of these, so I was excited to try this out. So you could put your beads right back in the bag or into a tube, whatever you need to dump those beads out into, but they're not going to roll around too much when they're on this little fuzzy bead mat in this funnel. This is a clearance item, so this is great for a stocking stuffer or just something that you need to get into your arsenal. You can fit a few different beads on here if you have a small little project you're working on. This is nice and compact, and it's just such a fun little thing. It is a plastic item, so it's great for all kinds of fun little projects. And those fire polish micro beads are super cool. LJ Hill says they're great for earrings, those beads. Yes, I agree, LJ. I love a pop of metallic in just about everything. So that's going to give you that. And you get 100 pieces of those. So that's a great thing to have in your stash. Now, I always love a cool chain. And I thought this was great to put on Santa's list. I didn't put it like written on our Santa's list, but Santa knows. He sees you when you're sleeping. So he's also seeing what you might be thinking about in your dreams. I love some good, interesting chain. And this is a really cool chain. This is sold by the foot. It's 5 by 3 millimeter antique brass fox chain. And it's just interesting. I know you can make this, but I'm not real good with consistency to this extent. So I love the look of this. It's kind of chunky. So if you wanted to, you could literally just add a clasp and you've got a bracelet. Or you can wire wrap some dangles onto this. You can maybe try and do some brick stitch along the edges. There's all kinds of fun things. Zandra says this is her favorite chain. Zandra, I have not really worked with this, but I'm in love with it. And I think it might be a new favorite. We'll see. All right. What about something fun to create a pendant or earrings? This is a fun thing to put into a stocking. These are really cool components. So these are sold, I think they're sold individually. And these are antique silver plated round ethnic pendants with 7 loops. So look at the detail on these. I was really, really impressed with the quality of these. So they are concave. And the back of them has a nice finish as well, but you can attach directly to an ear wire, Butterfingers, and you could wire wrap beads, you can add chain, you can do all kinds of things here. Hi, Dee Peterson. You missed a few things, but you can watch the replay. You can go back and watch the beginning. We did a new product launch today, which you might like. So these are cool. And I even thought if you didn't like that they were just silver tone, you could add a little paint to these if you wanted to. Hi, Linda in Boston. You don't have to apologize, but you can watch the replay if you want to catch the beginning. Now, this time of year, I find that I drink a lot more coffee because I'm not only drinking it for the caffeine effects, but because it's colder. So I've got some coffee bean beads that I think are fun for gift making, and because you can celebrate coffee. So these are 11 by 8 millimeter. These are burgundy opaque matte with, they've got a wash on them. I think it's a copper wash. Maybe not, but that's in the product description. These are Raven's Journey. So they're really nice quality check glass beads, super fun little coffee beans. And I think if you just grab those, maybe some of these spacers, you have an instant bracelet. Super cool. So for all of you coffee lovers out there, put a bow on these coffee beads and you've got a cool gift. Ask Santa. Maybe Santa will bring them to you. All right. This is fun. I always like to give you some fun finds from the website. So this is Leather Cord USA. And this time of year, I think we all feel a little bit more like we can show off some sparkle and shine. Maybe you don't like to do that any other time of the year, but this is a metallic silver gecko printed leather. And I love the look of this. So it's like a lizard skin or a snake skin, and it's this silver metallic. And Michelle says this is her favorite. I love it, Michelle. It's so cool. So all you would need to do with this is you would just add some findings to the ends, and then you add a clasp, and you just have a simple metallic bracelet with all that fun texture, that fun sparkle. But you could add some large hole beads to this. You could do all kinds of fun things. You could wire wrap onto this leather. You get a whole foot. So this is a nice size if you want to make a bracelet. And, you know, I've also done earrings where I've used a small section and added components to either end and just made something interesting and unique. So this is a nice quality piece of leather. It just feels really good. So use the holidays as an excuse to start wearing some sparkle and carry that on through next year, because I think you always should have sparkle, and you can never have enough. All right. We sometimes ask Santa for tools, right? So wubbers. If you don't have experience with wubbers, these are incredible quality tools. So there's their branding. I have used wubbers as part of my my jewelry tool arsenal for a long time. They have amazing ergonomic handles. These are some chain nose, and they are really nice quality. They feel really good in your hand. They're a little on the larger side, so I know some tools are a little bit smaller. Folks don't like the smaller tools. These are a little bit on a larger scale than a smaller scale. So if you, for example, use a, let me grab this one. I think this is a Beadsmith round nose. So it's a little bit smaller scale, just so you can kind of see the scale of these. But these feel so nice and are such a nice quality. So if you're looking for a nice extra or, primary pair of chain nose pliers, this Wubbers pair is beautiful. And I think for a gift, give the gift to yourself, or maybe you've got a jewelry making friend you want to send these to because they've been extra nice to you this year. Or ask Santa to bring them. Here, take a screenshot of that and ask Santa to bring you some Wubbers chain nose pliers. They're so wonderful. I really love the quality of those. Now, this color, I think, is fantastic to brighten up your holiday designs. These are super duos. Most people know super duos. I'm actually going to open this up, see if I can get this open. Super duos are fantastic for all kinds of projects. And I'm hearing that folks are interested in more 2-hole bead projects. So I've got some coming in December. But these look like almost like little piggy or doggy noses. They have a little bump in the center of the two holes. This particular one is called Matte Medium Topaz OB. Or AB, not OB, jeez. And they are a beautiful topaz color. I like mixing in some topaz with red and green this season. Just kind of represents the color of light, like a candle, like a candle flame. So for all of the holidays where we use candles, this is a beautiful super duo. So if you're looking for a pretty super duo, maybe something to add to your collection, this one is a beautiful super duo. So I wanted to show you those because it just looked like light. And hey, put a bow on it. It's a gift. So I love those. I think those are very cool. Now, here's a little twofer idea. So I introduced a bunch of gemstones a few weeks back, brand new gemstones to the site. And I've noticed these are selling down fast. These are 10 millimeter sodalite. These sodalite beads are new, old stock. So they are new to us. They were a buyout. And these are gemstones that have been hanging around and have not seen the light of day for a while. And there's something about this sodalite. So it is nice quality and there's lots of orange tones in this sodalite. So I want to show you a couple of the beads up close. So you don't often see a lot of orange in today's sodalite. So this sodalite is really beautiful. There's lots of inclusions in it. And the blue is a nice quality, deep, dark blue. So if you love sodalite and maybe you love lapis too, this is a great blue for your designing. 10 millimeter beads, when you see them, don't actually look that big, but they are fantastic beads, really beautiful. I'm in love with these. They're one of my picks for all of the brand new gemstones. Now, I thought interesting, I found this cool component on the website as well. This is a JBB antique brass plated pewter double-sided bead cap. This is a really neat component. And I thought I would show you kind of what this might look like. Let me see if I've got a head pin here. I think I do. So I'm going to take a bead. Now you could use these throughout a project or just use one as a focal. And what you do is you take two beads and that becomes a component in between two beads. So you could do a whole bracelet and then just create that as your focal section. Another cool thing I thought of is this has a nice, dip in the center. So you could do wire wrap around it. You could add a couple of dangles on either side of it. And it's got this cool hammered design. It's just really an interesting component. So if that's something that you like, grab a strand of beads, grab one of these. Do they come in silver? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe Michelle can check that out and see if these do come in silver. But this is a really nice quality. JBB makes amazing findings. So this would be a great one to pair up with your sodalite beads or any other gemstones. And the beads don't have to be 10 millimeter. They could be a smaller bead like an 8 millimeter. Probably wouldn't want to go much smaller than that because they would just kind of get lost in the components. Michelle says it does. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Michelle. That's great. All right. Now, you guys, I see so much jewelry out there with geometric shapes still. The geometric shape vibe is still happening out there. And I also see kind of minimalistic jewelry still being very present in the jewelry world. So these are really great for creating something in those veins. So this is an Art Beads sterling silver oval hammered link. You can see the hammering on it. On the other side, it is a shiny silver. And I believe they are stamped. Maybe not. I thought I saw a stamp on them. Maybe they're not, but they are sterling. And hey, you can take, so if you grab one of those bead soups today, you could take one of your beads from your bead soup, wire wrap it below or wire wrap it above, add some dangles, add beads to both sides, or you can create a very simple focal for a bracelet. These could also be a bar necklace. So you could attach chain to your loops on the sides. And this could be just a very simple, easy peasy little silver tone or silver necklace, sterling silver necklace. Pick up some sterling silver chain to pair up with it. Beautiful components. Art Beads does sterling silver very, very well. And I've always been really excited when I find some cool things like that I can work with. These, oh my goodness, these are cabochons. And for my friends that do bead embroidery or like to set cabochons in things, these are 13 millimeter round glass cabochons in a fire opal. So these are not opals, they are not gemstones, but they look like opal. And when I found these on the site, I was so excited because I love opals and I love the idea of picking up a ring setting and putting that into a ring. You could have an affordable opal, not a real opal, but a opal, faux opal. And these glass cabochons are gorgeous. Also, I can see this in a beautiful bead embroidery piece with all of the seed beads around it. Super, super cool. Yes, and they do vary. So even the two that I have here are very different. And they're picking up the ring light. Let me see if I can turn off this ring light, if it will get that ring light out of the equation. I know it's a little bit dark, but you can see the difference in these two. So they're going to vary, but so beautiful, so much fun. So I love these. I think they are really, really interesting. And we don't carry a lot of cabochons. So, the fact that we have those beautiful ones got me very excited. Now, for the minimalist jewelry person in your life, these could be instant earrings. So these are gorgeous. These are gold-filled 14K/20 ball end ear wires with interlocking rings. These are so lovely. They're nice and lightweight. This could be your earring right here. So if you need just a gift, put these on some earring cards, put a bow on it, and you can gift these to, your niece or or your granddaughter or your sister or a good friend. But I like the idea of also doing some wire wrapping around these interlocking rings. Maybe just do a single bead, grab a bead from one of your bead soups that you're picking up today. Look at this. This would look really cool. So just grab a head pin and wire wrap a bead at the bottom and you can make this your own. So I think these are a really cool component and are just a really beautiful earring. So if you just need a gift of a gold tone earring, these are ready to go. You don't need to do anything. No wire wrapping required, no soldering required, and they have a really nice ball end ear wire. So a great gift, super fun. I love those. All right. How about these? These are really beautiful. So These are a 3 millimeter check glass matte oxidized bronze clay English cut bead. So I always say it's great to have a lot of small beads around, because maybe you like a small bead to create a bracelet, a stacking bracelet, or you need a small bead for a spacer, or just to fill in a piece around some larger, more prominent beads. And if those beads can be special like these, the English cut is just such a beautiful cut. And this finish on these beads, look at that. I mean, they are mighty, these small beads. So I would grab these. These would go great with the Hearthside, bead soup that we introduced. It could also go great with the tropical citrus. So this is just really, really a beautiful strand. And seeing it up close like this, I think it is incredible. It's just a small but mighty bead strand. So I would drop that in my cart so that I could make some beautiful things with that. Now, I will always endorse a gift like this. I love a good utility a utility tool. This to me is a great tool. These are triangle trays. You've probably seen me and some of the other design team members here at Art Beads use these amazing triangle trays. They're great to take and lay out and put your different beads and components in while you're making. You can stack them up either this way when they're not in use, or even when there's beads in them. You can kind of stack them if the beads are small enough. They also act as scoops when you're picking up the beads, and you can take the pointed end and spill that bunch of beads into the bag or into a vial. I like to have these around, so I'm going to admit I have a problem. I have a collection of these. And I also have some silver ones. The silver ones are out of stock, but I love these. I use them daily or weekly at the minimum, weekly, because they really help me organize my designs. So that's a great gift to give to yourself, or have Santa put into your stocking. This is gorgeous. So this is sterling silver. It is a whimsical filigree round link. So if you guys have watched me for any length of time, you know I love connectors and links. This would be an incredible component for a 2-strand bracelet. So what I would do is I would do a strand of beads through one link, because see how they're oriented. You can string through it this way and it will lay flat. So you can string one strand through this way, one strand through this way, and you've got a double-stranded bracelet with a beautiful focal. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. This is absolutely beautiful, and it is quality. It's not flimsy at all, so it's not going to bend on you. It's a good quality piece, just really a beautiful design. It's almost a little bit European to me. I don't know if it's looks like maybe it could be Moroccan or Romanian or something like that. It's just a beautiful design. So this is in the show today. It's in the shopping bag. If you want to scoop one of those up, it's a lot of fun. So I did a design a while back with some cruller beads. And cruller beads are these kind of poofy, bigger, fatter, cathedral type style. That's really, I'm saying that with all the love. Like, they are chunky and they have this almost seeming bead cap to them. It's like a Picasso finish. These are stunning color. And I agree, Laura, they are a cool bead, and I haven't seen them around as much. But when I found the red and green ones that I designed with a few weeks back, I started looking for more and I found these. These are an orange opaline. These beads are 10 by 10 millimeter and they have this cool faceting. See that faceting? It's just a really cool bead. And, you know, size wise, they're pretty chunky. So these would look super cool with a lot of other beads you might have. These would look great with the tropical citrus that we introduced today, the tropical citrus bead soup. They remind me of oversized cathedrals. Yeah, that's how I describe them. They are like a larger, chunkier cathedral. Really cool. So this is a cruller and I want to introduce you to those. And I believe we have other colors out there if you're looking for a different color. All right, now you guys may have collected most of our bead strand assortments, but I noticed this one had quite a number in stock still. And this one, unfortunately, I did not write the name down. Maybe Michelle, you could put the name of this in the chat. This is Check Mix 034, and I love this because it's like got some. So remember, our bead strand assortments are these packs of amazing beads that Megan and her team put together for you that are all color coordinated, curated for you so you can open these up and get to making. Maybe grab some spacers, our little English little copper beads I showed. These True 2 beads would look great with this. This is an amazing collection of beads here. And I wanted to call your attention to it because there were some left. I don't know if you actually have seen these up close and personal. So you get all of these strands and they're color coordinated, but you don't have to use them together. Just like the bead soup, these can be used for so many things. So if you're looking ahead to Valentine's Day, you'll have some hearts ready for you. And these are check glass. All of these are check glass beads. These are a single hole square, flat square. They're like a tile bead, but they are a single hole bead. So you see that. They're a beautiful, like copper metallic. This bead, rose gold. Thank you guys. This bead is incredible. It's like a rosaline with a wash on it, but it's a luster, shiny, I don't know. There's like 10 different things this bead is trying to do, and it's making me just warm all over. It's a beautiful bead. You also get some pinch beads in a gorgeous, same kind of deal. It's got so many finishes going on. What does this one say? It says luster rose gold topaz. So I bet those other ones are similar. So look at the finish on those. So that's going to add amazing dimension to your designs. Then you get a big long strand of these like faux pearls. These are amazing. Now the string doesn't look so pretty, but the beads are gorgeous. These can be used for so many different things. So these are beads that I would just have in my stash and just go crazy. These are English cuts. They are a beautiful, like transparent with some luster finish on them. They go perfectly with these. A 2-hole bead in here. And these are, I think these are bricks. These are either bricks or bars. I don't know which, because every time I see one, if I don't see them next to each other, I can't tell them apart. So you could do a ring with these. You could do all kinds of fun things with these 2-hole beads. And this one is so much fun because it's got so much finish. Those are bar beads. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Every time I open them up, I can't tell the difference. These are like a fun petal bead in a beautiful, like almost an apricot So pretty with these beads. Look at these. I think someone said these look like hard candy. These are amazing. And these are picking up the ring light. Let's see if I can shut that off for just a second. I know it's dark. That really doesn't help much. But these are nice, big, like ovals. And these look like stone to me. They're just a really cool bead. And then you get these top drilled little metallic pearl beads. And these are divine. So if you have not seen this beautiful bead strand mix, this one needs to be in your collection. I know some of you guys collect these, but this needs to be in your stash because it is an incredible collection of beads. And then I want to show you these again. I've showed you these before. These are amazing. These were new in our trade bead collection. So along with the new gemstones, we also got some trade beads. And these are white metal 8x4mm coil lanterns. So if you can see, they're a large hole bead, and they're all a little bit perfectly imperfect because they were made as trade beads, and they are strung on this raffia. They are incredible, and they make really fun texture and make an interesting spacer. Now, I would pair them with these big chunky beads here. I'm in love with these. I have been intending to use these, and I just haven't gotten around to it. These are opalite, man-made opalite glass beads. They're big, faceted nuggets with a side drill. So they've got holes at somewhere in not the middle and not quite the top. So this creates an interesting design challenge. So you can make a really big chunky necklace with all of these. Grab these coiled lanterns as spacers. Maybe grab some other small beads, maybe some smaller like fire polish, and you can make an amazing statement necklace. So these are just dreamy. And here's a single one just so you can see it up close. They have big facets on them. And maybe you just want to use one. So maybe all of this is too much, but maybe one is really cool. And then you could use these spacers around it and throughout the rest of your piece. So from our new gemstones, all of the trade beads and new gemstones are going fast. I'm noticing our quantities are dropping because the prices of these things are unbelievable. And I've seen some of the sale affect the price of these. So now is the time to stock up on some fun trade beads, some fun gemstones. That the sale is amazing. Here's another bead that might go nicely with those, and that is this little fun melon, 5mm melon check glass. Every design I ever made with these beads, and I've used these a lot, has sold off my body. I've sold bracelets off my body with these beads. I've also had friends request pieces with these beads. When they see them, they fall in love with them. They are a tiny silver glass melon, and they are fantastic. So this, strand, you get quite a number of them. They're 5mm, and they are perfection for using all together or just adding a few to a design. So ask Santa for those, because that's a great thing to have on your bead table. All right, where's Becky Doll? Becky and I both love Egyptian designs. And if you like Egyptian designs, there's a lot of resurgence of interest in Egyptian designs, and I've noticed they're everywhere. So these check glass turquoise with bronze finish scarab beads are amazing. So they're a two-sided bead and they are just super cool. So you could take one and maybe grab those silver beads and put them all the way around. Grab some of your bead soup and make this your focal. I was going to bring them out, but I made some really cool earrings where they're just chain and a scarab drop. Super fun scarabs. Really cool if you like the Egyptian vibe. Friends, it is time to stock up on lobster claws. So if you're getting ready for 2026 and getting out to all of your markets, getting ready for all of your markets in 2026, these are 9.5 millimeter gold plated lobsters. They are beautiful. They are just a nice quality lobster. I use lobster claws, I don't know, at least probably 75% of the time when I make bracelets, probably 60% of the time when I make necklaces. So lobsters are always a good thing to have around. Get them in your stocking. This is an Art Bead sterling silver spiral donut holder. So I had a donut bead. I have searched all over the studio. There is a donut bead there are a few of them in the new gemstone drop on artbeads.com. So if you're looking for a fun way to hang it, you can attach it onto this beautiful bail and you can also hang something from it. It is sterling silver, so it's a nice quality piece. And it is this beautiful spiral design, which is one of the oldest designs out there in the world. The spiral design has preceded, all of the populations of people. So this is very, very cool. And you can attach it with some jump rings up top and it can hold onto your donut pendant. These are hard to come by. They are out there in the world, but there's not a lot of them out there in the world. So if you're looking for something like that, there you have it. These are Art Bead sterling silver large dotted circles. So for those of you who like to do brick stitch onto hoops, want to create a fun hoop earring, this could actually just go on an ear wire like this. Because of the detail on these, this would be an instant hoop earring. Just put it on an ear wire and call it a day. It's a lovely, nice quality. It looks like almost like beaded chain. It's super, super nice. So being sterling silver, they are really a nice addition and you can do so many things with them. So that's a cool component to have. Now, if you're looking for something finished, I did not know about this, but when I found this, I squealed. Look at this ring. Now, here's a gift for you, for yourself, for a friend. This is an Art Bead sterling silver butterfly ring, and it is adjustable. So you can gently adjust the size of this piece and look at the detail on this butterfly. So this is just a stunning ring. When I found this, I squealed. Like, look at, this is a gift. You don't have to do anything to it. Like if you're a tired jewelry maker this time of year and you still need a gift for somebody that's jewelry, here you go. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do any work. It's so pretty. This is a lovely quality piece. This is you would see this at a jewelry store. So this is just really, really beautiful. And Michelle, what are you saying there? It may just be sitting in my cart. Oh my goodness. I have a few more things for you guys if you want to hang with me a little bit longer this morning. Not too much longer, but I've got a few more things. This is a medium sterling silver cylindrical magnetic clasp. I always think clasps are something you should have. So if you want Santa to gift you some clasps, go ahead, take a screenshot of that guy. Send a screenshot to Santa. This is a very heavy duty, heavy duty magnetic clasp, and it's like a decorative one. So it's very nice looking. Showing this clasp is not a bad thing. It looks like a little a cylindrical bead, and it's got 2 jump rings on it, and they're nice thick jump rings, so they're not going to stretch. And I always suggest when you're using a magnetic clasp, pull on the pieces, not on the bracelet. So grab your heavy duty jump rings or grab the pieces if you can. And this is a great magnetic clasp. It's such a pretty one. Nice little thing to throw into your cart. And here's another one of those true to check fire polish beads. This one is in more of an antique brass. So the one that we looked at earlier was in a copper color. These are like an antique brass, and they are faceted all the way around. You can see the sparkle on them. Amazing spacer beads. I would get these in every possible color because they are absolutely epic as a spacer. And you get 100 pieces. So think of all of the jewelry that you can make with 100 pieces, and you don't have to use them all at once, but you could if you wanted to. What about if you're still feeling leafy? I don't know. If you're still enjoying leaf beads, I've really made a lot with leaf beads this year, more than I ever have. These are fun. These are 10 by 8 millimeter vertical hole luster half coat opaque. And I don't have the rest of the description on the package, but it has a finish. So it's opaque on one side, and then it has this super cool finish on the other side. These are so great. They add so much interest to a design. So if you want to make a necklace like I made with the waterfall of the leaves, this would be a really great option to work with. Or you can just string them all on some beading wire, add some of these cool spacers, and you have an instant bracelet. So that's a great stocking stuffer. Santa, bring that to all of the serious art beaders. I showed this a couple of shows back. I think this is an absolutely amazing winter clasp. This is a B&B Ben Bassett sterling silver snowflake toggle. OMG, this is the cutest. So this has a loop here to attach, and then it has a loop here, and this looks like a little ski pole. So for your friends that like to ski, maybe those that are celebrating the Winter Olympics for next year, this is such nice quality, and it is such a fun clasp for you to show. So if you like to show your clasp, or you're worried about showing your clasp, you don't have to worry, because this should be a focal in your design. Beautiful, and it's such nice quality. Okay. This little strand of beads is mighty. These are a rondelle that is 5 by 3, and this is green turquoise opaque with, I think, a Picasso finish. And I don't know about you, but I love turquoise. And so anytime I see anything with turquoise, I always think it's going to be really popular with folks. Turquoise is such a popular gemstone, but if you don't have a turquoise budget, which a lot of us don't, this is a great bead that looks like turquoise and has some really cool interests. Look at the shine on these. Incredible, beautiful bead. Grab some of those spacers, and you've got a really cool design. Here's another small but mighty bead. These are 2 millimeter. They are fire polished. They are copper bronze patina. You get 50 pieces on this strand. This is a gorgeous holiday color, winter color. And I think if you carried this into like the Valentine's Day season, it's a fiery red color, just really vibrant. And all of that sparkle on these, I mean, wow, look at that. Just incredible. Gift under the tree, in the stocking. It's a gift. It can be a gift for you. I saw a discussion about the one-step looper a little bit earlier, so someone must have seen this in the shopping bag. This is a 2.5 millimeter one-step looper. This is going to make your life easier creating loops for components. So if you're working on dangles for a bracelet, if you're working on earrings, and a lot of them, this is going to save you some time. This is the 2.25 millimeter. I do think someone asked, Monica. So I think you were asking about one of the others. I don't know if the other size is available, but this one I put in the show today, just in case anybody wants to give themselves the gift of time by, if you've got a production kind of situation for something, this is a great tool. So this is in the shopping bag. Santa, here, take a screenshot. Santa, please bring the Serious Art Beaters a one-step looper for Christmas. Okay, a few more things, you guys. I promise, a few more things. Christmas beads. These are trade beads. They are glass and they are large. So I introduced these a few weeks back. I've seen Christmas beads usually in a much smaller scale. These are incredible. They are big Christmas beads. Your strand is going to vary, but look at all of the beautiful colors, some of the patterns on these. This could just be a necklace. It comes on raffia. You could take it off, put it on to a beads, beading wire or something, and you've got an amazing amazing necklace, an amazing strand of beads. So I want to make sure that you see these. Here's the scale. Most of the time they're I would say like a 3 or 4 millimeter. These, I think, are more like a 10 millimeter, maybe 8 and 10 millimeter. And there's different sizes on this strand as well. So if you love that tribal vibe, that that African bead vibe, these are amazing. So I don't want you to miss out because those are limited stock. And when they sell out, that's all we have. It was a special buy. So you might not want to miss that. Now, this would look cool with those beads. This is a fun little pendant piece. This goes with all kinds of fun bohemian and tribal designs. This is an antique brass plated 32 millimeter double horn pendant. And it is concave on the back. You could actually do something here. You could add beads to this in a little resin. Super fun. Monica says, I have severe arthritis, so that tool will be so easy for me to make my loops. Yes, Monica, it is. It is a saver. I know folks don't like to do a cha-cha bracelet or something like that. So it's very helpful. This bead has a large hole that orients so that you can string it right onto your stringing wire. And I have 3 because my plan is to put 3 of them at the base of a design. So these may be coming, depending on whether or not there's stock left. Those may be coming in an upcoming show. All right, let's look at one more ready-made item. This is also a ring, and it is a sizable ring. This is a JJB sterling silver infinity ring. This can mean so many things to so many different people. The infinity symbol is sort of that symbol of forever. You can get this as, I think this could be unisex as well. So you could get this for your boyfriend, for your girlfriend, for your sister, your daughter, for anybody on your list. It is sterling silver. It is a nice quality piece. And you could, if you wanted to, you could attach beads to this. But this is a ready-made gift. put it in a box, put a bow on it, and you've got a beautiful sterling silver ring gift. I did not know that our beads had a sterling silver ring like that one or the butterfly that we looked at earlier. All right, what about these? We did some prestige projects, I think last week, and I forgot to bring these out and show them to you. These are 8mm bicones. They are in light turquoise, and look at the beauty of this bicone. Now, I love a big bicone. I love all bicones, but I love a really big bicone, and nobody does a big bicone like Prestige. The quality here, if you pick up 2 of these, you could literally just put these on head pins and put them on an ear wire, and boom, you have an amazing pair of earrings. You could mix these with so many things as well, and it could just be a focal on a bracelet. Just your center focal on a beaded bracelet. So beautiful. I love the quality of those prestige pieces. All right, just a few more, you guys. I think I've got 4 more pieces here. So this is also brand new as part of our gemstone and trade bead drop that we did a few weeks back. I don't know if you saw these. I want to make sure that you do. These are labradorite sterling silver charms, and they come in a set of 12. So you get 12 of these. Look at the flash, the blue flash on these little drops. Now these could just go right onto an ear wire and be the tiniest, simplest, most beautiful little earring. Or you could take some jump rings and add these to a bracelet as a bunch of cha-cha type charms. You could do a simple chain necklace and add a few of these to it. You get 12 of them. So maybe you do, 2 of them for 6 friends. So this is a great gift for yourself, or it will allow you to give gifts to someone else because you get a bunch of these beautiful pieces. Don't miss out on these. There is such limited stock on those because they were from that gemstone buyout. I've got one more tool, and I actually have to cut this package open. I didn't realize. Every now and again in the jewelry making world, you might need a pair of tweezers. And here is a nice, from the clearance section, a nice blue plastic pair of tweezers. So let me find a bead. So maybe you want to pick up a bead and take a look at it. This one's super slippery, but maybe you want to pick up a bead and take a look at it. Find out where the holes are. It's just a nice little stocking stuffer. Drop that in a stocking. You'll find all kinds of uses for a pair of plastic tweezers because you never know when you need to pick something up, maybe grab some fibers and things for loom work, that kind of thing. So I thought these were a fun little gift that you could put into a stocking. All right, 2 more things. I know we're going long. Sorry, Michelle, and sorry, everybody, but we're doing some, Santa gifts here today. This is one of my most favorite bead strands. This is a limited edition check glass, dark bronze and red faceted rondelle. So this is the perfect time of year for this bead, but this can carry you into other seasons as well. So when we start to get into Valentine's Day, if you don't like the traditional, sort of lipstick red, just solo red, you've got a bronzy finish on these. These are really beautiful beads. I don't think the camera's even doing them justice, but they are a stunning, stunning bead. And everybody loves that rondelle shape. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Everyone loves that rondelle shape. It's just a gorgeous shape. The faceting is perfection. They're a nice, good quality bead. These are limited edition. I think these may have been a warehouse find. So, you know, once these are gone, we probably won't ever see those again. All right, last but not least, this is beauty that people swoon over. So this is a silver plated 13 by 8 millimeter crystal oval faceted glass connector. So this has a metal on this beautiful faceted glass. So there's a famous designer from old who has made this chain with these little circular versions of the pricey, high-end, etc. So this is in that vein, and you could get a bunch of these, chain, make a necklace. You could use this for a bracelet focal, or you could attach one loop to an ear wire and attach something to the bottom, bead, or another faceted crystal bead. We've got plenty of those on the website as well. Or you could do something really wild and crazy and add a similar shaped bead that is completely different. This is a gorgeous gift for yourself. Take your screenshot, ask Santa for that one. These are so, so beautiful, you guys. I love these. Really, really gorgeous pieces. So, I'm going to show you one last look at the new drop today. All of these bead soups. These are brand new. There's one more here. These are brand new today. I'm going to flip the camera up. Brand new today. Thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate you, and thank you, Michelle, for hanging. Get these things home. Remember, some of these things are limited stock, limited edition. So don't forget to check out, because if you walk away from your cart, unfortunately, those things can fly out and go to somebody else, but we'll love these. Mixmaster Megan and her team created these amazing bead soups for you. You're going to love these. If you love our bead mixes, these are absolute. It's going to be hard for me to decide which one I like, because now I'm thinking I really like the green one the best. So get your Santa list together, guys. Let me find my Santa list. We're down to the wire on number of days before shipping could be a challenge. So remember, today, Cyber Monday, free shipping and up to 75% off everything. So last but not least, guys, I will be back here. Don't miss Julie Bean on Wednesday. We've got some fun things planned for you as well. And get that holiday shopping done. I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you get to make something. Bye, everyone.